So hello everyone. So here is the interview that all of you have been looking forward to. Rank one, NEET's Medical Group 2025 examination, and Dr. Shagun Batra is someone who has made a habit of getting rank one, NEET PG rank one, INIS's DM nephrology rank one, and NEET's rank one. But over and above that, a very humble person, a very dear student, and I'm sure someone I am also looking forward to deliver a lot to the society as a very good doctor as well. So hearty congratulations on this amazing success, Dr. Shagun.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Shagun, I know that you are used to seeing rank one adjacent to your roll number, but again, how did it feel to see it once again? That's what I can just ask a friend.
So, it was a very weird moment. I was at work, I was standing in the middle of the room, and there were monitors beeping around me. And then somebody called me that the result is out and you got rank one. Then I was checking, but it was a really, really big list. Then I saw your message, then I messaged you, sir. I think I got rank one, and
Yeah.
I don't even have the time.
I think that message is now viral in social media because I can see it being shared left, right, center. The whole country now knows that. I think. Okay, right. So Shagun, I just want to start. I think a conversation that we had. I think maybe a year or maybe even before that. Uh, During your medicine residency, like at what point of time did you think, okay, I should start preparing for the entrance exam? Because for the viewers, let me also remind you once again that she is INIS's DM nephrology rank one. So currently, she has started pursuing nephrology in PGI Chandigarh. But for residents who are watching, let's see how she has planned things. So, Shagun, we have had a conversation even before this, but can you just share that with the viewers? What was going through your mind, during your residency?
Yes, sir. So I did my MD from PGI Chandigarh only. So the structure of residency is different there from what it is in, say, state colleges. Like we have semesters, not years. And unlike other colleges where first year is really hectic, then second and third year are relatively lighter, where they get a lot of time to study. So here in PGI, we don't get much time to study. So the fourth semester onwards is when you can, the fourth semester is like second year onwards, the end of second year you can start studying theory. Before that it's really hectic, and most of the learning is basically practical learning. And I really owe a lot of my knowledge to PGI. And I think a patient teaches you more than what any textbook can. Like every patient that I've seen, I've treated, I've learned so much from them, and that is what I remember actually more than what I have read in textbooks. So my I was actually confused between nephrology and rheumatology for a long time because I like both the subjects. So I started preparing around my fourth, fifth semester, but dedicated preparation is what I started after my MD final exams, which happened in April 2025, and my tenure ended in August. So I started around May, June of 2025.
Right. And at that time, I still remember, the conversation that we had. You were actually clear that you wanted INI because,
Yes.
we were discussing about the possible exam dates as well. At that time, also, you made it clear that I'm trying for INI. But again, you just wanted to give the NEET exam as well. Now,
Yes.
with regards to exam preparation, because for the viewers, her preparation was mainly centered to INI, but it's because that she has done her residency reasonably well, and she's a good student right from her MBBS days. Because I personally know I have had I think a conversation with her maybe during MBBS days. I think even a
Quizzes.
case presentation as well. We have done an online case presentation during COVID times where you were a final MBBS student, and I
Yes.
think we had that case discussion online. So I knew that she is someone who likes the subject genuinely. She it's not like she's a topper. She's someone she likes the subject genuinely, and even if I think that case discussion video of us, even now students actually watch them to take down notes of the final MBBS, because I still once you got the rank, I got some forward links of that particular video from certain other students telling that isn't this the same candidate. So basically, she had done her MBBS well, her residency well, and that is why she had that within her to get a good rank for NEET, even without a dedicated preparation for NEET assist. Correct me, Shagun, if I'm wrong. You were not
Yes, sir.
so focused on NEET assist, right? But you just gave NEET assist, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was like I didn't expect NEET to happen in this year only because NEET
Okay.
happened in April, May only, I guess. So I thought it'll be next year. So I thought I hopefully won't have to give it. Then the notice came that it's on 7th November. That is when I messaged you that, sir, I don't want to take any seat via NEET, but I'll have to fill the form. So what is the bare minimum that I can do to sit for the exam?
And Shagun, regarding your preparation, so for a candidate like you with good base knowledge, I think your most of your focus would have been on MCQ practice. So you have subscribed to the INI package of doc tutorials as well. So how
Yeah.
did you find the resources in doc tutorials useful in your preparation? Starting with the videos, like you might have watched mainly focusing on the INI videos, but again, how are the videos in the doc tutorials app?
Yes, sir. I basically watched INI videos only for nephrology as well as the general medicine part of all subjects, and I
Okay,
feel they were really helpful. So my main practice for general medicine is what helped me NEET SS also.
okay,
I targeted all the subjects, but obviously my focus was on nephrology. So in some way, that practice of general medicine did help me in NEET SS. And apart from that, the question bank as well, I gave a couple of NEET mocks for practice as well for the general medicine part. Again, my purpose of doing NEET MCQs or NEET tests was only for the general medicine part of INI, because
great.
I was sure that I do want to take an INI only, and like I wanted to come to PGI only, and I'm glad that I'm here.
Okay,
So I just want to emphasize the fact that your foundation should be really strong from MBBS to MD. The exam pattern keeps changing. Everybody knows that every year there is a different exam. Nobody can predict it. The only
right,
thing that can protect you from that ever changing pattern is having a strong foundation.
right, right. So that is it about the the foundation that you have built and the content like the videos that you have watched. Now coming to MCQ practice, how useful were the doc tutorials Q bank in your exam preparation?
Sir, they were really useful. Nephrology, obviously, because in INI, a lot of questions were very similar from what was there in the Q bank, because they're directly from the textbook. The explanations are directly from the textbook, and I did the entire Q bank around 2 3 times, so that I was well versed with all the questions that could come in the exam.
Right. So I think just now also I took an interview of another topper. I think they also, I mean, he also was telling that he did these questions also multiple times just to make sure that he was not missing out on anything. So I think the same strategy that you also had. You just after finishing one round of questions, you just went through it a couple of more times, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. And now coming to doing grant test for INI exam as well, you might have given grant test aggressively. So
Yes, sir.
what was your strategy of giving grant test and how useful were the doc tutorials DTs in your preparation?
Yes, sir. So time management is a very important skill, and I think that is even more important in NEET, because this time the questions were really long and time was a big constraint. Like I couldn't even go back and review the questions because the questions were so long. In INI, you have slightly more time. So time management is a very important skill which you can develop only if you practice tests.
Right,
Apart from that, if you have a very long stemmed question, the most important thing is to read the last line. Sometimes they just give the diagnosis and the question is something unrelated to the entire story. So these are tips that you can develop. These are skills that you can only develop once you practice MCQs. So if you see an image based questions, you doc tutorials has a lot of q banks for that. So there were a lot of image based questions in the exams also, ECGs and skin lesions and all that. So these things can be picked up really quickly. That helps with time management as well.
right, right. And in GTs, like when you gave the exam, Was it like you just reviewed all the questions, or only maybe the questions that you got wrong?
Sir, because of time constraints, I only reviewed the ones that I got wrong.
Got it. Got it. Next thing I just want to ask you is the importance of previous year questions in competitive exams. Like you've got rank one for INI and for NEET assessment. Can you just tell the viewers, have you gone through the previous year questions in detail? Let's take, for example, first about INI, and then can you just tell about NEET assess as well?
Sir, in INI, there is a very high strike rate for previous year questions. If the questions are not directly repeated, the topics are definitely repeated.
Okay.
So going to give INI without going through the previous year questions is sort of like a crime. For
Okay.
NEET, there is no relation between any exam, so I don't know what to
It
say.
was your attic exam, right? Okay.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Right, right, right. And Shagun, you were also a part of the multiple WhatsApp academic groups that we
Yes,
had.
sir.
So, did that also just help you at least, stay in touch with, okay, this is the competition going around, how did that actually help you?
Yes, sir, definitely. The groups were really helpful, especially neurology, endocrinology, rheumatology, nephrology. All of these groups were really active, and all of the faculty have shared important information, slides, and even when you're just scrolling through your phone, you're learning something. So, and there were MCQs also. Karthik sir used to share a lot of MCQs. I think that was really helpful.
And I think, I think in Dr. Karthik, our endocrinology faculties group, he used to give a lot of summary tables, I
Yes,
think summary points. I think you must have gone through that as well.
yes, 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 sir.
Right. Shagun, there is one question remaining in this interview, and you've got to say this because you're almost done with all the exams. See, you've got UPG rank one, you've got INISS rank one, you've got NEET SS rank one. So there is something that you are doing that is unknown to many others in the country, and today you have got to reveal that what are you doing differently from others. You have to reveal it today. Okay. So what do you think? Regarding your exam strategy or whatever it is, for students who are listening, whether it be NEET PG aspirants, see, learning is one thing, understanding.
Understanding.
When it comes to the exam day, what do you think is that you do slightly different from others?
Right, like I go into the exam with no expectations, because when you have expectations, you're going to be under stress, and when you're under stress, you're going to make silly mistakes, and that's going to cost you a lot. So you that no matter what the outcome is, I have to give my best, and you have to be really calm. And obviously, you should sleep well, eat well. That's obvious, but the most important thing is to not be attached to the outcome.
Okay. I think that is very, very important. It's just going through the process, then,
Yes,
thinking
sir.
and getting
Yes, sir.
attached to the
Yes, sir.
outcome, because that
Definitely,
will
sir.
actually affect your focus. Okay. That is,
Yes,
I
sir.
think, a very important piece of advice. And generally, can you just tell us a bit about your time management strategies as well? Like, if it is a block based exam, how do you manage time in such competitive exams?
Yes, sir. Like obviously, there is a first round where I go through the questions, and if I feel that a question is taking too much time, then I just mark it. So I try to finish. If suppose there was a 50-minute block. Then I tried to finish 50 questions the first round within say 30 minutes, so that I can spend the next 20 minutes to focus on the questions which I felt were long and confusing, because which were easy, I don't review them again. I review only those which I found confusing, especially in this exam where time was a big issue.
Right, right, right. So that's it. I think we have got a lot of insights from Shagun regarding her preparation. And Shagun, so much, thank you so much for joining and sharing your preparation journey with the students. And
Thank
I'm sure that this is just a rank. You've already started your journey with nephrology at PGI Chandigarh.
you.
So looking forward for more such success stories. Thank you so much for joining. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye bye.